guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you couldn't tell by the title of the video, today is Vlogmas Day 1, and for today's video I'm going to be giving you over 50 Christmas gift ideas. I wrote them all down on my iPad right here and I'm going to read them off to you guys, so let's get started. For my first category, I have shoes, and I have a ton of shoes in this category. So like the first category inside of the category are Nike Dunks. I know that this has been like a very popular shoe for the past like 1 to 2 years, but everyone's getting pandas, and I just wanted to give you like a couple of other ones that I think look really nice that aren't the traditional black and white. So the first one that I have are Orange Pearl. Those are the ones that I actually have, and the name has orange in it, but they're actually pink. And then Blueberry Dunks, right now the resale prices are really high, but they're a really nice shoe. And then Winter Solstice and Gray Fall. My next section of shoes is Jordan 1s, also another very popular shoe within these past couple of years. But some of the ones that I really like are the Seafoam, I think they're called Seafoam Green, or they might just be called Seafoam, but I'll put a picture right here. And then Dutch Green. I know a lot of people don't like those ones, but I think those might be my favorite. And then there's Digital Pink, Brown Fleece, and White Gray. And then I have Converse on the list. I don't think Converse have like really specific names like Nike does, but I specifically put down the green ones, the white ones with like, it's not like a, maybe it is a platform. I think it's like a platformed white one. And then brown ones, I think I'm gonna put the brown ones on my Christmas list because I've been really wanting brown shoes. And then I just took off my glasses because the glare from the light is really bad. But the next category of shoes that I have are the New Balance 5740s, and specifically I really like the sea salt ones. And then there's another set, I think they're called, I don't think they have a name. I'm gonna put them right here, but I'm pretty sure they're made by like a shoe designer, and his design always kind of looks like this, and they're named after him. Then I also have 2 pairs of Air Max on the list. I have the white Air Max Premiums, which I'm going to put right there. And then there's another set called Dusty Peach, and they're kind of like a dark orange type of color. And then the last set of shoes that I have on my list are Uggs, specifically Ugg slides. I don't think Uggs have like a specific name like Nike does, but I'm going to put the picture right here. And then there's also another one that my friend had told me that she was going to put on her Christmas list. And I was like, at first I didn't really like them, but the more I started to look at them, the more they actually look nice. So I put them on this list as well. Now the next category is electronics. So the first thing I have on my list, which I'm actually probably going to put on my own Christmas list, is a charging station. I don't know if they make these for like Androids, but I know that Apple sells them, that Best Buy and like Walmart, Target, places like that sell them. And what it basically is, it's like a little stand that you can put your phone, your watch, and your AirPods on, and it can charge all of them at the same time, which will help with the space on my nightstand because my stuff takes up a lot of space. The next thing on this list is a fast charger. I actually want to put on my personal list, I want to put 2 chargers because I want like a charger for school and then like a fast charger. But I think fast chargers would come in handy because who doesn't want a fast charger? And then another thing on this list is a ring light, especially if you're like me and you make videos, or you don't even have to like to make videos. Like if you just like to take pictures, or I don't know, ring lights can come in handy for a lot of things. Another thing that I'm also going to put on my list is a privacy screen protector. And I really want one of these for school because people will like, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but people will hover over you for no reason just to look at your phone, and it's really annoying. So I'm probably going to put that on my list, and that will probably come in handy for like a lot of other people, especially if you have that problem. Something that's also going on my list is a tripod. I don't really see how this would be beneficial to you if you don't make videos, but you know, maybe you don't make videos but you still want a tripod. And then something else on this list is the Sony headphones. They're specifically the noise cancellation ones. If you ever like see, there's like, I don't know if it's just my For You page, but there's been a lot of gym content going around and almost everybody has these headphones. So I don't know if I would get those, but I think that especially if you're someone who goes to the gym, that you would probably want those. Next thing on this list is a Apple Watch. There's a whole bunch of different generations. I don't really know how they work. I don't know how to use one. I don't have one personally, but I know a lot of people like them, especially for like if your school's a little bit strict on phones. It's basically, you can do almost, from what I'm aware of, you can do almost everything that you can do on your phone on your watch. The last thing on my list is an iPad. There's several different types of iPads, but I personally put 4th generation. I think that's the newest. They came out with a lot of really pretty colors. I know what's really trending right now is the hot pink one. I personally don't like it. Whenever I see pictures of it like on the Apple website, it looks really pretty, but then once I see like review videos, it's a really harsh pink. So if you really like hot pink, then you'll probably like that one. But my personal favorite color that they have is, it's like a mint, no, it's not a mint green, it's like a light green. They have like a lot of different colors. They have light pink, light blue, light purple, and personally, I think an iPad comes in handy a lot. I swear I use my iPad more than my phone. I basically just use my phone for school, and then like my iPad is the electronic that I use majority of the time. Okay, now moving on to the next category, which is hygiene and self-care. The first item that I have on this list are candles. I absolutely love candles. Like I have a different, not even a different, like 3 different candles for every single season. I have like Christmas candles, Halloween, like it's absolutely ridiculous. A lot of good candles you can find on like Bath and Body Works. I know that like you can find some really interesting scents on Etsy. Like they literally make scents of like celebrities. It's kind of weird. Okay, the next thing on my list are body scrubs. You use body scrubs after you shave, or even if like you don't want to shave, you can just use them to get rid of the dead skin. I personally use Tree Hut. They have a lot of different scents. Some people say it's expensive. I guess it just depends on where you live. Where I live, it's like $8. It's not that expensive. But I know that Victoria's Secret's Pink also makes some. And then there's this other brand called Nectar. I've never personally tried it, but it looks really pretty. Next on the list, I have face mask. I personally don't use face mask anymore ever since I went to a dermatologist, and like my skin is just very sensitive. But they're very fun to do if you don't have really sensitive skin. One that I was looking at that's really pretty, I don't know how beneficial it actually is, but Fenty just came out, or Fenty Skin just came out with like a cookies and cream one, which has like activated charcoal in it. And then there's obviously just like the really simple ones. But that's all for this category. So now I'm gonna move on to my next category, which is clothing and like clothing related items. My first clothing related item are fluffy socks. I feel like you really can't go wrong with these. I think a lot of people are like, oh, when you get older, that's all they give you is socks. But I really like socks, especially fluffy ones. So I think they come in handy. And then a couple of these on my list, these next two, kind of just pertain if like you work out or if you play a sport. I have the Nike Pro shorts, which are very popular right now. They have a lot of pretty colors, but me personally, I would probably only get darker shades just because like when you sweat, it leaves like watermarks, and that's kind of like, no one wants to see that, in my opinion. But they also have leggings, and I just found that out, so I put that on the list. And they have those also in a lot of different colors. And then I also put on my list workout sets, especially if you're someone who wants to get active. Obviously, like there's always time to make changes, so even if you're not really active right now, New Year is coming up, you can set those goals and get a workout set. I don't know. And then also with that, I have solid color tank tops, t-shirts, and hoodies. These are just really good for like layering clothes, and then also just building up your closet, because you can never have too many like just plain solid color anythings. But that's all for the clothing category. So my next category is room and organization. The first thing on my organization list is actually a planner, which I want to get. I have a digital planner, but I feel like I do better with like physical things, so I'm gonna get a actual planner, and I'm gonna insert the two that like I was looking at. The next thing on the list is a mini trash can. I have a mini trash can in my room, and if you're someone who just like eats a lot in your room or just like has random tags, because like before I had a trash can in my room, I just had so many random like tags from clothes on my floor, so it definitely helps. And then something else that I also want is a jewelry box. I have like a little, I don't know what you would call that. It's like a jewelry situation, but it doesn't organize my jewelry that well, so I'm going to get one of those. And then also last on this list is a makeup organizer. There's like a whole bunch of different kinds. They have really big ones for people who have bigger selections of makeup, and then there's like smaller ones. Speaking of a makeup organizer, I have for my next category, I actually have makeup, and I have just a couple of simple products that I use that I'm probably going to restock on, and then also things that I think other people might like. So the first thing I have is lip gloss, specifically the Fenty Ice lip gloss. It's basically just a clear lip gloss with the Fenty label slapped on it. The next thing I have on my list is Morphe 2 Skin Tint. I use this instead of foundation. It's like a foundation, it's just like a lot lighter. Not a lot lighter, I don't know, because I don't know what to compare it to because I've never used foundation, but it's like a foundation. The next thing on my list is brow gel. I believe that everyone should use brow gel because it doesn't change the thickness of your brow, it just changes the shape. Like, you can change the way the shape looks and it will stay like that all day. And then something that I haven't tried yet but I want to try is an eyebrow serum, because my eyebrows look pretty thick, but like I want them to be full. Like, they probably look full right now, but I want them to be fuller. And that's it for the makeup list. My next category is accessories. So the first accessory I have on my list are tote bags. Tote bags are like another one of those things that have been very popular, like this year, I think last year, probably since quarantine. I think that's when I started seeing a lot of people use tote bags. And I know that Black Bow has a lot of like really nice ones, especially like Black Bow is more of a summer type of website, so they have a lot of nice summer ones. But then I think almost anywhere sells them. I have one from Old Navy. Next up on my list, I have rings and bracelets. I specifically like these types of rings. I know that there's like really chunky, really bulky ones, but I like gold jewelry more than silver, first of all. And then I just like I like layering rings too. So I think rings are really cool, and they're a really simple thing to put on your list. But the next thing that I have on this list are purses, specifically the ones that like look like this. Honestly, you can get any purse you want, but I really like these ones, and you see them everywhere, and I think there's like a lot of places that you can buy them. But moving on to my next category, I have luxury and high-end products. So these are like a little bit more of the expensive type of products. Well, not a little bit, a lot more. Like all these products are probably in like the 1,000 ranges. The first thing I have on this list are these Prada slippers. They specifically look like this. I didn't see them on the website. I literally found these on Pinterest. I know that they exist, I just don't know where you can buy them, but they are by Prada. And then Prada purses, I've seen so many this year. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I absolutely love them. Personally, I really like, there's a set that they have, and I think they're called Cleo Purple. I'm gonna put a picture right here, but they have Cleo Purple, and they have that in like the rhinestone version and then like the non-rhinestone version, and they have white, black, and pink, and just all these really pretty colors. The next thing on my list are Prada shades, which are and have always been really popular. I think they're really nice, like they look really nice. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the final category, which is stocking stuffers. This is just basically little things that obviously you can put in a stocking. The first thing on this list, I have gift cards. I think you can get gift cards to pretty much anywhere. I would personally get like a Barnes & Nobles, or like any type of food place would honestly be good. Next thing I have is gum, just because you really can't go wrong with gum. And then I also have chapstick and like those mini Vaselines. There's specifically, I think it's called like Rose. It's like a pinkish Vaseline, and it's supposed to do more for your lips than like regular Vaseline. The next thing I have is candy, and once again, it's something that you like just really can't go wrong with. And then the last thing that I have on this list are mechanical pencils, just because I'm kind of getting to the point where obviously I don't ask for toys, and I just ask for things that I actually need, instead of, because I don't really have that many, I guess, wants anymore. So I think mechanical pencils are like one of those things that you will need. Anyways, with that being said, this is the end of the video. Since you made it this far, leave this emoji, and I'll see you guys on Saturday for day 2.